Hi. Hola.
Hi, here's Messi.
This is Michael Bradley.
Hey, I'm Memphis.
Hey.
Hola. Hello.
I'm here with soccer.com.
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 And I'm talking with my friends soccer.com.
See you soon.
Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Adidas Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility in the latest Speed of Light Pack colorway. Now included with the shoes inside the box is an extra set of comfort insoles to go along with the lightweight ones already in the shoes. These are a little bit thicker, feature a synthetic suede liner on top, and feature a solid layer of foam as well. Nice that they do include the extra insoles. You also get a string bag. It's a black mesh material with the Adidas and Messi logos there on the front. And then of course, you get the shoes themselves, which I have right here. Now in today's video, we are going to take a closer look at what I think is a very good looking colorway. We're going to talk tech specs, performance features, take a look at the weight of the shoe, as well as talk about how they fit and feel on feet. So if you are interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. If you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, there'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link in the description that'll take you directly to the review page on my website. And on that page, you will find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick these guys up below their normal $300 retail price. So again, if you're interested in a pair, a little pop-up on screen, link in the description, go ahead and check it out. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. To start things off, let's take a closer look at the colorway. Now this of course is part of the Speed of Light pack, which features solar blue as the main color. And you have a couple different shades of blue just because of all the different materials on the shoe. But as you can see, the upper, which does have a mesh-like look to it, has some lighter blue, some darker blue, and some black all mixed into one. The translucent covering here, the polyurethane covering, has kind of like a matte, almost sparkle to it, if that makes any sense, which just looks really, really good. You can see some of the exposed mesh here at the top of the lace cover. You have some blue with a little bit of black detail here in the extended collar piece right there. Your silver Adidas stripes on the one side, the kind of embossed blue Messi branding here on the medial side. You can see it says Tech Fit and Agility Knit in silver right there on the medial side as well. A small little orange Adidas logo right here on the back of the heel. And then my favorite part of this colorway, the chrome blue sole plate with translucent studs. Now there is a little sticker that I pulled off already, letting you know that the chrome effect on the bottom of the sole plate will wear off over time. Obviously not going to affect the performance, but something that will be impacted with all of the $300 models from Adidas, being that they all have the chrome finish. But this sole plate I think looks really good, especially with the blue on the upper. And if you're a fan of blue shoes in general, I think there's a lot to like with this particular colorway. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you like how these look? Why or why not? And with that being said, let's move on to the tech specs so we can learn a little bit more about the overall performance. When it comes to performance, the Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility is a very solid shoe. With that being said, it does share a lot of design similarities to that of the X16 Plus Pure Chaos, which in my opinion, given how similar the two shoes are, I just feel like that's a better shoe overall, both in terms of comfort as well as just the way they fit and feel in general. Now I do have a comparison video with all of the Adidas Pure models, so the Pure Agility, the Pure Chaos, and the Pure Control. If you guys want to check out that comparison video, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen and you can go ahead and check it out. It'll give you kind of more insight on what the differences are between all the most expensive shoes on offer from Adidas. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk tech specs and kind of go over what you need to know about these if you were at all considering them. So with this particular shoe, the upper you can very clearly see is a mesh-based material. It's what they call agility knit, and it's soft to the touch, but it doesn't feel quite as soft on your feet, if that makes any sense. It's a lot firmer than you might expect. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it's just, like I said, not as soft as I perhaps would have liked it to be. It does have a nice kind of locked in sensation, so in comparison to the X16.1, you could argue that the Pure Agility is a little bit more responsive, which I guess would make sense given the name of the shoe. But from a comfort standpoint, I just don't find these to feel as natural on your feet, or just as comfortable and in general, just in terms of, I guess, having that sensation of softness, if that makes any sense. Touch on the ball, it is thin, but there's not a lot of actual feedback, if that makes any sense. Just given how thin it is, you would expect to feel more of the ball, but it has kind of more of a loss of feel somehow. I'm not exactly sure why, but like I said, it's not the most responsive shoe just in terms of touch, if that makes any sense at all. I know I've said that a couple times right now, but a lot of this in reviewing a shoe like this, because it is kind of so unique, it just has to do with describing the way it feels, and I'm trying to do my best here to give you guys an idea of what these actually feel like. So pardon me repeating myself a couple times with does that make any sense? Because if it doesn't make sense, what I'm describing doesn't really mean anything. But nonetheless, you do of course have that agility knit for the majority of the upper. It's got a polyurethane covering. This particular model does not feature non-stop grip. That's something that is excluded from the Messi line for whatever reason, but you will get it in the top end models from the Ace and X lines. Nonetheless, you do have a lace cover system, which is what they call their prime cut. Not prime cut, sorry. Their pure cut. Prime cut is the collar on the Ace line, but this is the pure cut system, which basically just covers the laces. This is not a laceless model, neither is the X16 Plus, only the Pure Control is laceless. So you have a lacing system with some nylon straps that basically 3 lace holes deep. And then this lace cover basically covers up this Tech Fit system in the actual shoe. So this Tech Fit system is an elasticated material, and it runs the entire kind of inside of the shoe up until this seam that you see right here, this harsh V cut that basically is where it transitions from the front part of the upper to the lace cover, and then as the cutoff point as well for the internal Tech Fit system. Now, I don't really like the cutoff points, mainly because it's right there in the midfoot, so you do have a little bit of a pinching point depending on the shape of your foot and just the way these fit you in general. And again, I just find that it's a little bit more comfortable on the X16 Plus, where the actual cutoff point is a little bit further forward and just in a position that is less noticeable when the shoes are on your feet. But nonetheless, it is a cool system. You slide your foot in, this part kind of hugs your foot. It does have an elasticated sensation, so you get a bit of a compression fit from this Tech Fit internal system. Then you pull the laces tight, it locks everything in place, and it just feels very good in general. The heel area is kind of a standard cut. Yes, there are extended pieces, but for the most part, I would consider this to be a low cut shoe. It does have the S-curve heel as well, which is very similar to the X16 Plus line, but a little bit lower, not as significant, which I think looks a little bit better. Doesn't really feel any different. But definitely worth mentioning. Internal heel counter. The liner on the inside is a nice kind of smooth synthetic suede material with a decent amount of padding, so heel slippage and general lockdown is not an issue whatsoever. Insole fully removable. Here's a look at it. It's a mesh liner on top, perforations throughout, and just a single layer of this black foam. Nothing too fancy, but it does get the job done. And then moving on to the sole plate, it is a sprint frame material. So it's that standard TPU plastic. Has some decent flexibility to it. Obviously, it's what creates a more of a lightweight effect for the shoe in general. And then, of course, you do have the Adidas stud pattern here, which it's the same layout on all their current lines. The only difference is the shape of the studs. The positioning is all the same. This features a combination of triangular and conical studs, or conical studs that start off as triangles and then are rounded at the very tip. It's a FG-AG stud pattern, and again, regardless of what variation you buy from all the current Adidas stud patterns, they all feel and perform pretty similarly in my opinion. This is definitely more of a firm ground stud pattern, but it does get the job done on artificial grass as well. It doesn't feel clingy or anything like that. Stud pressure isn't an issue, but again, it is more of a true FG stud pattern in my opinion, as opposed to a true AG stud pattern. But if you do play on both natural and artificial grass playing surfaces, and you only want to buy one pair of shoes, all the current Adidas stuff is FG-AG aside from the Copa and Gloro line, but nonetheless, they get the job done, and again, traction is something that you're unlikely to have any issues with. In terms of weight, the PureAgility is relatively light, so for the sake of this video, I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time using this scale. Keep in mind that this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. Gonna throw them on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at 6.957 ounces exactly. It just changed on me, the equivalent of 198 grams. So pretty much 7 ounces, right at the 200 gram mark. And a shoe that I would say is nice and light. It's on par with stuff like the Superfly 4, the Magista Obra, shoes that were very, very popular. And again, if you're looking for that lightweight feel, these are definitely going to provide that. Are there lighter options out there? Yes. But if you just want a lightweight feel and you like what this shoe has on offer, you're unlikely to have any issues with the weight of the Messi 16 Plus PureAgility. All right, so here is a look at the PureAgilities on feet. When you put these on for the first time, you'll immediately notice that they do have a tighter fit than you might expect. The opening isn't the biggest, and because of the lace cover and tech fit system, you can't really open the shoe up all that much, so it's a bit of a struggle to put them on, but once you do it a couple times, you get used to it pretty quickly. And again, the shoe has a tighter fit. Out of the Ace, the X, and the Messi line. The Messi line definitely does have the tightest fit overall. So if you have wider feet in general, probably not the best option for you. The upper itself, like I said, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's just not as soft or as flexible as you might expect it to be, just based on how they feel in hand and just look in general. But again, discomfort is not really a major issue here. The only thing that I don't love about this design is, like I mentioned, that V cutoff point that's kind of right there in the midfoot area. You feel that transition a little bit when you pull the laces tight. It creates somewhat of a pinch point, which potentially could cause some kind of minor foot cramping for the first couple of wears, but that's something that you will get used to pretty quickly and will go away. So again, as far as breaking is concerned, there's not too much to be worried about with this particular shoe. They're pretty comfortable out of the box. Fit wise, like I said, it is a tighter fitting shoe overall. Not quite as tight fitting as something like a Mercurial Vapor, for example, but pretty close width wise overall. If you do have wider feet, like I mentioned, probably not the best option for you, but if you like a tighter fit in general from your shoes, these will fit you probably pretty comfortably. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. All right, guys, that's it for my review of the Speed of Light Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility from Adidas. If you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself, you can check out the review page on my website. That'll be the first link in the description, or you can click the little eye in the corner of the screen. And on that page, you will find Buy It Now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these guys up below their normal $300 retail price. If you have any questions at all regarding this shoe, leave them down below in the comments, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.